We're back with Sarah Silverman, and Adam Sandler was here not too long ago. I don't know when, don't ask me when, but a few days ago, a week ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, this season. I didn't know you grew up together.
We didn't grow up together. We're from the same hometown, and our parents are friends. I actually didn't know him until we were adults, but he's my sister, my older sister's age, and they went to school together.
Is this your older sister?
Yeah. Hi, it's Laura. Hi, Laura. But you know, at our age, you feel like I've heard every story about me when I was little that I'll ever hear, and that's the end. But Adam and I were on the same show at Largo. And I did my set and I brought him out, and then he went on, and I was sitting in the wings watching him, and he told a story about me when I was little that I've never heard.
Wow.
Isn't that neat? So his mom, Judy Sandler, was my nursery school teacher. And I guess she tells this story. So a kid was said a swear, I think, and she was telling them, you know, scolding them or explaining to them, you can't do that. And she said, I was listening to the conversation, I leaned in and I went, those are at-home words.
It's adorable.
I never heard it.
Wow.
God, I'm cute.
Yeah, you're adorable. You're adorable. Let's talk about your podcast.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I have a podcast. It starts today. It's called the Sarah Silverman Podcast. You know, I haven't done stand-up. I've never gone this long without doing stand-up since I was 18, and I needed someplace to put that. And you know, our friend Tig for years has been like angry at me, like, why don't you have a podcast? I go, I don't know, you know. But now I do, and I feel like it is kind of my medium. It's loose and messy and. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there you are, doing your podcast. And what's different is you don't have guests in studio. You listen to voicemails and give advice listening to the voicemails, right?
My biggest fear is asking people to do my podcast. Like, I have a party once a year, and I have a big sign that says, no podcast soliciting, because nobody wants to be. I know this sounds like this is real, like, celebrity problems, but no one wants to. You're having a nice conversation with someone and they go, you know what, you should do my podcast, and you just think, oh, we were having such a nice time.
Yeah.